promised you an interview considering the dangers that exist when you make decisions on gut feel from your marketing to sustainable sales performance. So from a marketing perspective, what's the danger of gut feel? Even the danger of listening to outside gurus that tells you what to do. Bottom line is, they don't know your business. They don't know your market, and you're going to make decisions on gut feel and not on data. It might be the right thing for another medium-sized business, might be the right thing for another organization in a different field. But do you really know if that's giving you results or not? In many companies that we work with, we see this. The company, the business keeps on paying money month after month, but it's not bringing them the results. And when we start to work with them, they say, but Delian, I'm doing everything that I should be doing from a marketing perspective. Why does it not work? So stop doing that and start understanding what you're looking at. So that's the biggest pitfall when it comes to making decisions based on gut feel. Manus, from a business analyst perspective and from a business systems perspective, what is the biggest danger when we make decisions based on gut feel when it comes to marketing and sales?
Sure, Delian, I think we can go on for hours with this one. And I think a big part of this has got nothing to do necessarily with data analysis, but more with how businesses change. You know, if we just look during COVID, how business were forced to change, working from home or whatever the case may be, and maybe having to shift into different markets with their products or change the type of product they were selling. You know, quick changes was necessary. And I think marketing and sales has changed a lot, maybe not for all industries, but for many industries it did. And the ability to analyze data and to understand what's happening in your business, what's happening outside your business, it's just become so much more important than ever before. You know, I'm involved with a company for almost 2 decades now, and especially after COVID, we started measuring things that we've never measured before. You know, we started asking questions about things that we've never asked before. The industry that business is in has changed dramatically, you know, and the way we structured our own companies' overheads in that scenario changed drastically. So it's all about, you know, making good decisions, and not, like you said now with the introduction, you know, not just using your gut feel, and to avoid the gut feel decision that could go wrong, you know, you need to have data at your fingertips. You know, so something like a dashboard tool that can analyze the sources of data very quickly and that can give you answers and show you trends of what is happening is key in your business and is key going forward. And then all of this has got to be driven by the strategy of the business, you know, and often, like I've said just now, companies change strategy. They have to, they're forced to, you know, and when you change that strategy, again, that cannot be a gut feel decision. You have to analyze that from a marketing point of view, from a sales point of view, from a competitor analysis point of view, from a demand point of view. You know, is there demand for this new thing that I'm thinking is a good idea, you know? So, and we luckily live in the day and age now where the ability to analyze data is so much easier than ever before. The tools to do it is available, you know, and affordable. You don't have to buy something expensive and take 12 months to implement it. You know, you get analytical tools that's cloud-based that you can subscribe to, and tomorrow you start analyzing your data. So it's a question of the business owner, you know, the CEO of the company, you know, thinking and forward and not just thinking in the old ways of doing the same thing over and over. You know, and not just going with gut feel, for sure. You know, you can't afford to do that. You will go bankrupt very quickly in this day and age if you just go with your gut feel. And luckily, you don't have to. You don't have to. You know, it's not about, oh, where will I find this information? There are sources of information out there that's readily available. You just need to analyze it cleverly and then make the right decision.
Thank you, Manus. Errol, from a sustainable sales performance perspective, why is gut feel dangerous when it comes to decision making in sales?
Now, I want to say gut is a good thing because the old boys in the industry understand the industry really well. The downside is, as Manus said, it's changed so much and changed really quickly over the last 2 and 3 years. So the simple answer to why gut is dangerous is you cannot still have the whole picture. It's impossible. I don't care how good and how long you've been in the business to understand the whole impact and the whole picture now. And so I want to rely on much more than just gut in order to make sensible, correct, strategic decisions that matter for my business. And so having a window into not just data, but additional stuff I should be tracking. Remember that when we work with these systems where it's really quick for us to develop small applications that track competitors or share performance or currency exchange rate fluctuations, it's really quick to gear and analyze data that has an impact on my sustainable sales performance that I may not have had to track before or couldn't track before. So simple answer is, I want to leverage my experience, but it's not the whole picture. And you may survive, but you will not perform at your peak performance if you don't have access to the full picture of all the data you should be looking at.
So your solution then, if I understand you correctly, for specifically pertaining to sustainable sales performance, is look at the full picture and track everything.
Yes.
And make decisions, yes, based on gut, but also based on real data that you're working with.
Yes.
Thank you. And then Manus, your solution, if I heard you correctly, is also know and understand what you're looking at. Make sure that your system is geared to give you the right information exactly like you need it to make those decisions. And then from a marketing perspective, absolutely know your business, know your industry, know your results. If you are converting leads simply by driving a LinkedIn campaign and your Google Ads campaign is not working after you tweaked it and changed it and you really optimized keywords, if that's not working, then start to work with what is working. So keep doing the things in marketing by looking at the real data that goes into sales. Your marketing system must be automated that you can see the real results. Look out for another link in this video at the bottom where we will go into further discussion that's going to shed more light on the next steps that you can take in making sure that you get the right eyes on your business and that you convert those ideal clients into sustainable sales performance for your medium-sized organization.